everybody. My name is Pooks, and welcome back to the latest installment of the Pooks cast. Now, today I am joined with a very special guest, someone very near and dear to my heart. That's right, it's my girlfriend, Ash. She'll be joining me from my couch over there on my second VR headset, so we'll see how that goes. Troubleshooting some technical issues, but say hi.
Hi, everybody.
So yeah, we're just gonna see how things play out, move on. We're gonna talk about some things, how things are going, some updates, and we're gonna get in some questions we got over on the YouTubes, Instagrams, and all that fun stuff, so let's get right into it. Alright, so today on the Pooks cast, we're just gonna be, like I said, chatting about some slice of life stuff, and then hop over to those questions we got. But beforehand, if you've been keeping up reading the information I put over on my Discord and in my YouTube community section, I did just get out of the hospital. So that was a minor setback, but we're back. I'm home again. I'm not able to eat, which is a big problem due to some of my complications, but Ash over here knows I'm complaining all the time about that.
Yep. Always hungry.
Oh yeah, definitely. But still chugging along, doing my best. Hopefully get some solid food in me soon. I'm pleading with the doctors. I know Ash can attest. I'm always emailing them saying, hey, can I eat?
I mean, you're allowed candy.
I'm allowed hard candy, and I suck on it. I don't know, I'm not a...
Something.
Hard candy can only take you so far, like, I want a
I know.
cheeseburger.
You Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I can drink Mountain Dew, and I've basically been floating along the past week on Mountain Dew. It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snack. So, clear liquids. I don't know if any of you out there have had to be on a clear liquid diet, but I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Anyways, moving on from that. In addition, Rec Room just had a pretty big style update where we can do fancy stuff with our hair now. Don't know.
You can see.
Yeah, I don't know if it comes up in the camera well, but Ash is sporting two-toned brown and purple hair. Very, very fancy, I know. So, put your feedback in the comments, what you think about all this new hair stuff. It's a step in the right direction. I know, I'm excited. They teased about, 6 months back, hair physics. For, like, the pigtails on Ash's hair when she wobbled her head would flip around like pigtails would.
Ooh, you flip your hair?
I know you could...
Be sassy?
Ugh, I know.
Ugh, exciting.
I don't know when we're getting that. They also teased two-tone hair in that same, blog post. So we got the
We got
color.
one, not the other one yet.
Well, there's a lot they teased. I know, in terms of other features, a terrain sculpting tool, which I believe they've officially dropped that.
What would that be?
Oh, yes, so Ash doesn't really play Rec Room. She just hops on to help me with videos and stuff. So, you got your maker pen shapes. Hopefully everyone watching knows this. But there's squares and circles and stuff.
Right.
But the terrain sculpting tool would have let you take out your maker pen and like, draw abnormal shapes to make ground and hills and mountains.
Interesting.
That was teased. Was that the beginning of the year? Was that... I don't know, somebody in the comments may correct me. But... oh, excuse me, sore throat. They had teased this terrain sculpting tool, which looked really cool. You could build big old mountain ranges. But we kind of haven't heard any news about that in a very long time. I think the project might have been too ambitious for the lower-end devices to handle. I know you have no idea about computers and device requirements, but she is nodding her head and saying yes, simply because I'm saying it, but... Trust me, the lower end devices...
Fake it till you make it.
Sounds good. I'm still fingers crossed on terrain sculpting or something in terms of maker pen cutting out shapes. I'd like that. My building team would really like that. Definitely Meg. Those of you who have seen my skits on the channel know Meg. She's really looking forward to that. In addition to terrain sculpting, they also teased vehicles.
Ooh.
Oh wait, we got 3/4 of vehicles, because we can take a person, and we can mount them to an object, and we can send that object through space. That's kind of a vehicle.
But what are teasing? Like you could get in the car and drive it.
Well, technically using the remote-controlled car, which isn't the most fleshed out, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, well, we're doing this in one take, and I've completely forgotten the word I'm using. The RC car is not the most fleshed out feature, that's the word I'm looking for in this game. It's kind of bouncy, and you flop around, so you can technically get in a vehicle, hold something, and drive yourself. It's just you're gonna probably end up bouncing off into space after a couple minutes of driving, so it's not, like, fleshed out yet, so...
But if you needed it for like a quick clip in a video, you could do it.
I mean, there are whole rooms that have made go-kart tracks where you get in a go-kart, grab the remote control for the RC car, and zoom off. It's just, after about 5 minutes, the RC cars are just flopping. Because RC cars are very bouncy, they're made of flubber.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't think screen mode can RC car. I don't know if any screen moders are watching. If you're on screen mode and can use the RC car, let me know. I've really only experimented with screen mode a couple of times. Yeah, so that's hair stuff and new features, so... I do like the hair, I think it's a step in the right direction. I was a little wary when they gave Rec Room characters ears. It was a bit much. I mean, yeah. Oh! We didn't even touch on arms and legs.
Ugh. Ew.
Oh well, we clearly have some opinions from Ash over here on arms and
I
legs.
hate it. Oh, I hate it so much. It looks weird.
So, I sincerely hope my timeline for this video is correct. If you haven't, on the channel, a video entitled, Call Now, Legs should be out, which is a fake infomercial for the new legs, me poking fun at the silliness of the new arms and legs. Yeah, you just don't like, I can't wrap my head around them. I mean, they're cool and all, and I get what the devs were going for. They work the way they're supposed to work, it's just...
Do they? Do they automatically, like, take steps?
Yeah. You can clearly see that Ash paid so much attention to my latest leg skit.
I was too busy seeing how ugly they were. But, like, so it's just, like, random steps?
Yeah, so the legs always keep... So if you sway back and forth, the legs try and move.
Ugh.
It's exactly the way VR chat handles legs.
I don't... VR chats, I haven't been on that in forever either. But, like... Because, like, you would need leg tracking to make it actually step.
Yeah, so currently, there isn't any tracking. You can add... Like, I couldn't use my leg tracking to control the Rec Room legs, but I really hope they add that. Well, part of me hopes they do, and part of me hopes they don't. That's a double-edged sword. I don't know.
Would the legs look exactly like they do in the video that you're putting out?
Well, those...
If at this time already put out?
Those legs were made by Meg. You make the legs. There are no legs, if that makes sense. You make them with the shapes. That's why they're bumpy.
So they'll always be bumpy.
We don't know. There's been rumors back and forth for years now that Rec Room might add permanent arms and legs, and seeing as we have semi-permanent arms and legs, I don't see legs completely out of the question.
Because if they looked like actual legs, I probably would be like, okay, fine.
So there's an image of, I think it's Noctato, one of the Rec Room support members, with arms. And I don't know if it's photoshopped or a weird alpha feature, but he's wearing his standard purple hoodie, and it's got an arm.
One singular arm?
Well, I mean, you can only see one of his arms. His arm, I can't remember the... Future editing, Pooks, if you remember, try and find the picture and put it up.
Put it right here. In my hands.
There's probably just going to be some text saying could not find the image, but I'll try.
That sounds like the lazy way out.
Wow, insulting future editing Pooks.
I know future editing Pooks, and he is lazy.
Wow, I'm being called out, guys. Hurts.
I liked you. Sometimes, like, your editing, you put a lot of work into. Sometimes you're kind of lazy, but sometimes you do it funny. Like in that one video we did, with our friends, the Five Nights at Freddy one. I think the editing on that's so funny. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, the one with Eric and Amber and all those peeps.
Yeah, like I love the editing on that one. That was one that we had done over Discord together. You were editing it while we were on a
Discord call. Yeah, and
yeah.
Didn't film it over Discord.
No, but you were editing it, and I thought it was so funny, and like the text flying around, and just the random pictures and stuff popping up. That's the kind of editing I like.
Like, we completely tangent, and this is the same camera shot the whole time. Production value on this episode of the Pooks cast is through the roof. There was another video. It was more recent. Was it one of our build-offs competition-y thingies? Can't remember. I liked the editing on that one, too. Oh, I can't remember.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, we're gonna segue into the next cut, because this has been going on for a while. Alrighty, so now we're going to head over to questions on Discord and Instagram. Small mix-up here. My good friend Goose over on Discord did ask what we thought of the new hair dyes and thoughts for future updates. So Goose, we did answer your question, but didn't credit you, but that's our answer. Moving forward, we got a question over on Instagram from SamMarshall006. I really hope I remembered that username correctly. And they ask, where did I meet Ashley? Or where did we meet? I'm gonna let you start off this question, and I'll fill in some blanks.
Great. We met in choir at our college. You were, can I talk about, I guess I can't talk about, like, age differences.
Oh, no, that's secret stuff.
Okay, well, I was an officer in the choir, and...
You can admit you are older than me.
I'm older than you. So I'm already an officer in the choir. We were welcoming our new recruits, and you were amongst the few that we got that year. And you were only one of like two guys, so you were somebody me and Allison noticed right away, just because we were scoping out the new guys.
If I remember correctly, didn't you lean over to your friend Allison? What did you say? Did you say too young, too small, too twerpy?
I don't think I said all that. I did say too young. Because, I mean, I am older than you. But, because to me, at that point in my college career, you were a bit young for what I had thought I would go for. But I mean, here we are. So
yeah, that's where we met, and then from there, she proceeded to bully me.
Yeah. Okay.
Accurate assessment of the beginning of our friendship.
It's how I flirt. What can I say?
Oh yes, causing emotional pain.
Oh please! I stole your ring. Kind of emotional pain. I invited you to all our stuff. See, so he had wheeled his way into our friend group. Because, my friend Eric, who you guys have seen in videos, in like the horror video I was talking about, he was one of my friends, and he was computer science with you, so you start talking to him and getting close with him, and then you just kind of found your way into our friend group, and me being the nice person that I am, decided, oh, well, if he's going to be friends with Eric, let's invite him to some of the group stuff we do.
Yeah.
Such emotional trauma.
Oh yes, so emotionally scarring. I will say, tangent story. So I got a small silver ring with a gold chain around it. It spins. It's I believe it's classified as a fidget ring. I don't know. You can buy them these days. It was a fidget ring before fidget things were a thing. I'd had it for a while. Got it at a Renaissance fair. And I wore it every day. all the time. I liked it. It was the ring I wore. I like wearing rings on my fingers. Well, this one over here comes up and says, "That's mine now." And this is before we're dating. She's just like, "Yep, that's mine. Give it to me." Just like that.
Yeah, that's exactly how I said it. I thought it was cool,
Yeah,
and
you
I
came
wanted
over, you were punching your fist into her hand, and you said, "Ring. It's mine now."
it. Maybe like it was more forceful, like towards the end, because you would like pretend to give me a hard time about letting me wear it. So I would like grab your hand and like try to take it off, and like.
See right there. Believe this.
And like, and I had no idea that like you had liked me for a while before you told me you liked me. And like, of course, that we have Eric again, who knew apparently that you liked me, and nothing, no whatsoever. Now I got you, bro. Like, I'll set you
Yeah,
up,
so
wingman type.
I'm gonna tangent off of that as well. I'm gonna show this part specifically to Eric. This part only goes out to my friend Eric in the real world. I had informed this good friend of mine, and we're good friends, really good friends, and I was like, "Yo, Ash over here, pretty good, pretty good. I like that thing. Nice."
I'm a thing now.
What? Y'all know what I mean. But I informed Eric of the affection, and Eric was like, "Cool," and then that's it.
Yep.
Eric, and Ash, and all of their friend group had been friends for a long time. They were close knit. They shared stories and talked all the time. And I was like, "Hey, like her," in hopes that Eric will be like, "Oh, Ash, by the way, Pooks likes you." But no, just Eric went, "Cool," and then sat on that information for 6 months.
I don't think it was that long.
It was.
It was probably like, because like you said you didn't like me over that summer. So it was really only a semester long.
True, but Eric, you gotta be on the ball with these things. But yeah,
Gotta help a guy out.
that's the long-winded explanation of how we met.
Are we telling a story of how we started dating?
We can save that for another video, because talking about Bertucci's, that's a whole nother hour-and-a-half story.
And that's some emotional trauma.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, so that's the long-winded explanation of how we met. Basically, university choir, for those who skipped ahead. Yeah, moving on. Our next question comes in from Instagram from Blubbered01. They ask, if I ever do a face reveal, or if we ever do a face reveal, will we do vlogs? I almost said blogs, but we're on the internet, so we gotta add the V. Will I ever do a face reveal is the start of that question.
Like, I guess, well, you have said you didn't want to, but like, just assuming that you did one day, would you transition into vlogging?
I don't think I'd vlog. I'd definitely do some IRL content.
Right. So like, I feel like you would like, vlogging wouldn't become your thing. But if we were doing something exciting, like Disney, for example, I feel like you would have been more inclined to like film some of that.
Yeah, I feel I would. I think the biggest part, if I did any face content, I'd copy Soulfox's model. I think he handled his face reveal very well, because now he does live streams where his face is shown and he hops into VR games using mixed reality, which I would love to do. But I think we're gonna have to hit a little higher subscriber quota in order for you guys to unlock that type of content. So you should subscribe. If you've made it this far in the video, you should totally subscribe. Click the button. It's down there somewhere. If you're on like mobile, you just gotta scroll up. Or if you're on the PC, just click.
And then we could do like that old school YouTube stuff, like the jelly bean challenge. And those, like, you and I can do those stupid couples challenge videos.
So, as much as I would love for you to subscribe, maybe you should not, simply because then I don't have to show my face and we don't have to do that.
But if you want to see Pook eat gross jelly beans one day, or do those couple challenges with me and Pooks,
In theory,
subscribe.
could we not do Bean Boozled in VR?
You could, but I feel like it'd just be like the noises, like ew, like what?
Yeah, you wouldn't get the facial expression.
Yeah. Or like the shock of like dirty socks.
The shock of dirty socks. But yeah, that's what we got on vlogs. I only vlog very specific occasions. Like maybe on a holiday. Be like, Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah, Happy Christmas. Be in front of a tree. Got a pretty tree. Got a pretty tree. That's
Your nerd tree.
It is a nerd tree. It's got a lot of Hallmark nerd keepsake ornaments.
Oh, we're gonna need like 8 trees with all the ornaments you have.
That's another side tangent, but we will, so. But yeah, face reveal and vlogging, maybe? Subscribe to find out? Okay, moving on. Moving on to our final question. That comes in over on YouTube from MKS Darwish. They ask, when did you make this channel and when did you start uploading Rec Room videos? So, I made the channel back, I believe, 2 years ago now. I could find the official date, but I did not plan ahead for this episode, so...
Was it really only 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Only doing it for 6 months before we started dating?
That's a good point. No, it's longer than 2 years. 2.5? I'd say it's about 2.5 years. So, I started my channel when me and Circuit Lord, known as Recbot back then, started doing that stuff. That was about 2.5 years ago. Going on 3? Maybe? Yeah, it progressed, yeah, pretty quickly after I started playing Rec Room. And, I was always making Rec Room content. I really only ever made Rec Room content with some other VR games interspersed. Some Five Nights at Freddy's, and Jet Island is a game I haven't played in ages, but I did some content on that too. But I've primarily always been a Rec Room channel. Now, Ash joined me. Wait, what was your first appearance? You remember?
I want to say Ash plays Beat Saber, but I'm not actually sure. I feel like
Did we start with the live streams and the long...
I might have been in the live streams, because we were only dating about 2 months when we went into quarantine, so it's very possible that the first time I was actually on the channel was over Discord during your live streams.
I think that sounds about right.
Maybe. And like, maybe Ash Play Beat Saber was one of the first videos I was in, if not the first.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then we got into the Pooks Puns series, which has then that devolved into the hashtag shorts that YouTube offered, and now we basically switched them all over to the TikTok. So,
and our build-offs.
Yeah, now that we have 2 very proper VR setups in the room that I'm in, we can do proper build-offs without me lagging and crashing all the time. So
that's good. Hopefully I won't throw a tree through a wall this time, but you know.
Yeah, I need to think of some new topics. Halloween's coming up again. You can always do more decorate a pumpkin.
If you guys have any ideas, comments. We did a pumpkin, we decorated pumpkins, and we decorated Christmas trees.
Those are the only 2 we've done. Wow,
I believe so.
I create good ideas and then do not follow through with them.
Let's decorate snowmen.
Oh, I like that idea. Around Christmas time. Yeah, I'll get a good snowman template and we'll decorate them. Like that idea. I like that idea. So yeah, I have forgotten the original question, but we did answer it. Oh, that's right. When did I start the channel? I am So professional in this episode. But yeah, that's when I started, what I'm doing with my Rec Room vids, and when Ash joined us about a year and a half ago. Alright. Before we end, over on the Discord, my good friend Energetic Ruth just submitted questions, just popped up on our Discord, so we'll cover those and then wrap things up. So, looking at what Energetic Ruth asks, they ask, how long have we been together? So, we kind of said that earlier, but we've been dating. I'm gonna get this one right, and I'm not going to get in trouble. We have been dating for a year and 3 quarters.
Almost. We just hit a year and a half in June, so yeah. What's our anniversary?
It's the 29th of December.
What year?
2019.
Okay.
I did it, guys. I did it.
When's my birthday?
The 10th
Of?
December.
Okay.
Look at me go, guys. I'm the best.
Okay, Obama.
You just can't say that without context. You can't just call me Obama without context. It's a long story. I'll go into the tangent. So I am just the best at remembering things. I'm not. So for the longest time I could not remember Ash's lovely middle name. And her middle name is Michelle. So eventually I created the mnemonic device that when she says middle name, I think of Obama and then Obama's wife, who President Obama's wife is Michelle. So every time she asks me her middle name, I have to go, middle name, Obama, Michelle. It works. Don't...
And he replaced the entire monologue from Dear Evan Hansen, the musical, with my middle name.
So I used to be able to recite the opening monologue to the Broadway musical Dear Evan Hansen word for word. And then she asked me to remember her middle name, and now I cannot recite the monologue, so it was exclusive. I couldn't either remember one or the other. It was very sad.
It was just one was dumped in the trash, and priorities, I guess. I feel like if you had to go back, you would still choose to remember the monologue.
Hey, the monologue was pretty impressive. Whoa! Rec Room's new height thing is moving me up and down there. Moving on, Energetic Ruth asks some other questions. They also ask, who got you into VR? So I have said on this channel, on this channel, and even on Soul Fox's podcast, I got into VR when I was first admitted to the hospital, the children's hospital nearby, due to complications with my Crohn's disease. They had a PlayStation VR that I was able to test out. And I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. So I did some research, found out that the Oculus had just released their Rift with their fancy touch controllers, so that's how I got into VR. You didn't have any VR experience before putting on my Rift, did you?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, no.
So I introduced Ash. Well, you first played on my Rift S, right?
Yeah. So technically, I guess the only real... I wouldn't consider that, like, real VR. It's like, but I had one of those, like, where you put your phone in it,
Yeah.
and you're, like, on a roller coaster, but you're not actually doing anything.
Oh, the phone VR, the Google
Right.
Cardboard type stuff.
Correct. So, in terms of, like, virtual reality, kind of, but really, no.
Yeah, so, I brought her over one time and was like, hey, I got this really cool thing. I'm gonna put this box on your head.
That was the first time we ever hung out, just the two of us.
That's right. Yeah, I was nervous and scared.
You were. You're like, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna just put her in a box and hope for the best.
Yeah, It worked. I mean, we're here now. Surprisingly.
And it still gives me headaches.
Well, that's good. But you gotta use it more. And now that we have two computers, you're gonna be using it more, so you should get more used to it.
Hopefully. We'll see.
I also got a Quest now, so maybe that won't give you as many headaches. I don't know. The Rift S, in my opinion, is...
Well, that means you gotta plan more videos with me in them.
I know.
'Cause I'm sure all the lovely fans want to see plenty more of me. Right? I can tell by the lack of many questions that you all love me so much.
I know, I asked on multiple social platforms for peeps on the internet to ask myself and Ash questions, and in terms of previous Pookscast episodes, the turnout of questions was not, astounding.
I feel the love.
Hey, just, you compared to Gribbly, the founder of Rec Room, it's a bit... I'm pretty sure he was my last guest, one of the founders of the game we're playing, so...
Okay.
Anyways, yeah. Thank you, Ruth, for asking those questions. Guess we'll move on to do our little outro thing. Well, I would like to thank all of you lovely people for tuning into this episode of the Pookscast. Now, hopefully I will have put a warning in the beginning of the video, but since Ash and I are in the same room, there might be some mic doubling up. I sincerely apologize, I tried my best not to. I'll definitely be working on it. I think I need to install a noise gate over on her microphone so that my voice doesn't also echo through hers, but I'm hoping it's not too bad. I'll definitely put a warning in the front of the video if you can clearly hear me doubled. But, again, thank you for watching. I'm Pooks.
And I'm Ash.
And we'll see you all in the next video. If you would like to submit a question or a comment for the next video, you can do so in the comments of this video or over on my Discord. I now am doing posts on Instagram for the Postcast as well as in my community section, so lots of places you can find me, communicate with me, ask questions, and just have a good time. Alright, well, I will see all of you in the next video. Bye!